Alright, what's going on everyone? The title speaks for itself. Magic the Gathering just got more expensive, or technically will get more expensive with Kamigawa. So let's talk about this. I want to talk about why this is why it's happening, why it hasn't happened sooner. I'm kind of surprised about that, and how it probably impacts you even though you think it might not. So first off, this is the leaked, was it leaked? I don't know. Someone posted this. This is an official message from Wizards of the Coast. It says, we want to inform you about a price increase of Wizards of the Coast products towards authorized distributors. This increase also has an impact on our selling prices, starting with the upcoming set Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. So first off, let me just say, just to clear this up a little bit, I'm just going to be speaking from someone who is from the US, who, I'm from the country where the product is made, where, Wizards of the Coast is from the US, I'm from the US. I know once you start looking at global markets, things get really complicated with distribution. Some products never make it to certain countries, and there's all kinds of markups and stuff. So just as someone from the US, pack prices haven't really changed in like 20 years. I remember when I first got into Magic, which was in 2002, pack prices were like $2.50. And within a year of getting into Magic, they jumped $1 to $3.50. And for the most part, they've not really moved much from that. They're like $4 now, maybe $4.50 at like Walmart. So it's increased $1 over close to 20 years. Let's say like 17-ish years, which when you account for inflation and how much more expensive basically everything else is, kind of shocking that Magic the Gathering pack prices haven't increased sooner, because the price of labor is more expensive, the price of shipping, the price of materials, everything's more expensive than it was 20 years ago, but the pack price hasn't really changed. Now, I do think that Wizards of the Coast has tried to address this, much to the criticism of certain people in the community. Like they've done like premium versions of cards. Collector boosters is a perfect example. I personally saw collector boosters as a way for Wizards of the Coast to try to increase their profit margin without increasing the pack price, the base pack price. So basically you can allow whales to support the game, whereas the average player can still enjoy low prices because the regular pack price is still cheap. Unfortunately, they were criticized for that, for being greedy and whatnot, whatever. I know the professor over at Tolarian Community College regularly criticized Wizards of the Coast for, shame on you for making a premium product like this or whatever. But in my opinion, it was good because it allowed Wizards of the Coast to make more money from more financially well-off people while still providing a cheap game, or a non-increasing price for the average person like myself. Unfortunately, it apparently didn't work. We are now getting a price increase, the first one in a very long time. Apparently this isn't the first time that distributor prices have gone up, but it does say in the message that it is going to impact their selling price, so presumably this does mean that pack prices will go up. And there is a misconception that, I don't buy packs, so it doesn't impact me. That's not true. Not true at all. This will increase the price of singles as well. So something you have to realize about the price of singles is that they are directly tied to the pack price, because when a new set is released, mass openers open the product until it no longer becomes profitable, and the average price of singles tends to bottom out at the pack price. So just to give you an over-the-top fantasy, definitely not real example, just imagine for a moment that you go to your local game store or whatever, and there's a pack, and it's $1, or whatever currency, doesn't really matter, just for an example. It's $1 for the pack, and it is 100% guaranteed to have a $100 rare in it. It happens every time. Every single rare in the set worth $100, and the pack is $1. So obviously that's nonsense, but for the sake of this example, just pretend that happens. What happens in that scenario? Obviously, everyone just buys the packs, sells the cards, and gets free money. It's free money. Why not? But the problem, of course, is that every single time the packs are opened, there's less packs, so the price of those go up, and every single time those cards enter the market, there's more of them, so the price of those go down, and eventually they meet in the middle. Now, with standard sets, those are continuously being produced. There's not technically unlimited amounts of them, but close enough. They're constantly being produced, So the pack price never changes from $4. So if in that scenario, if a booster pack, a standard booster pack is worth $4, and for some absurd reason every single card is worth $100, then everyone buys the $4 pack, sells the rares for $100 each, and the price goes down and down and down and down and down until eventually the pack is $4, the average rare is $4, and then people stop opening it. And that's essentially what happens. When a set first releases, you have local game stores, you have investors, you have mass openers who literally open like cases and cases, like hundreds and hundreds of booster boxes, and they just flood the market trying to make money in the first couple weeks of a set release because there's no supply for those cards and they have the product, right? So they can just open it, sell for profit for a little while, and they stop opening typically once it stops becoming profitable, which is when the average rare meets the average pack price, which for them is actually not $4, it's like $2.70 or whatever. And also note that we're talking averages here. When I say that the average card is $4, what I mean is you're going to have like 10 cards worth 25 cents and then one card worth $40 or whatever, you know, the average price, right? The average card price will eventually bottom out at the pack price, and then mass openers stop opening them. And of course, players still open cards, players still sell cards. There's still, it's a lot more complex. There's, the meta game shifts, card prices shift. It's much more complicated, but generally that's what happens. So basically, let's pretend for a second that Wizards of the Coast increases the pack price from $4 each to $8 each. That's double the price. Mass pack openers are gonna stop opening once the average rare price is $8. Like right now, when they get to a point where the average rare price is $8, they're still doubling their money. So they keep opening and opening and opening until it reaches $4. But now they're gonna stop sooner because the pack price is more expensive, which means that the price of singles is gonna bottom out sooner. It's not gonna keep going down and down and down. It's gonna bottom out sooner because the pack price is higher. So this does impact you if you don't buy packs, because it means that singles will be more expensive. So if you're a pack opener, if you're the type of person who likes opening packs for profit or for chasing rares or whatever, it doesn't really impact you that much. It just makes it more expensive. Like if before you were opening $4 packs and you're opening $4 on average for your rares, and now you might be opening $5 packs with $5 rares on average. That's going to scale the same for you. But drafting at local game stores is going to get more expensive. Buying packs for your own collection is going to be more expensive. And buying singles will be more expensive because, like we see with master sets, when a price of a pack is more expensive, the average price of those cards also more expensive. So yeah, this does impact everyone. Now there are ways that they could fix this. For example, set boosters have a higher rate of rares for the same price, right? Like I don't know what the exact ratio is, but like a set booster box is a little bit more expensive, but it has like 10 or 15 extra rares per box or something. So the way that they could mitigate the price of singles is they can raise the pack price, but they can increase the frequency of like rare foils or something, or they can include a slot in packs to, just have extra rare show up, and that can keep the price of singles down while allowing them to make a little bit more per pack, which is basically what set boosters are, right? Set boosters are a little bit more expensive, but you get a little bit more rares, and because you're getting those double rares, it kind of keeps the price of singles down. So it is possible Wizards of the Coast could make changes to try to keep the single prices down. In fact, they may have already done that with the set boosters. So it's not like the end of the world, but it's worth noting, and we'll have to keep an eye on prices, and we'll check deck prices, we'll keep an eye on singles, and we'll see how much of an impact it has. So that's all. Just wanted to let you all know what's going on. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.